House of HR uses the term happy rebels, and that refers to a certain corporate culture. So the question is, how do you manage to create a corporate culture where individuals, both as individuals and as team members, can flourish and be happy and successful? Where to start to create a corporate culture?
First of all, coming back to indeed this happiness, happy rebels, there it's absolutely essential to realize that every single individual is unique, and may find happiness in different things. Understanding that, respecting that, not trying to impose a standard answer to that, for me is ingredient number one. So dealing with that heterogeneity amongst
diversity.
People. Absolutely, a diversity of styles, personalities, etc., etc. A second ingredient, and there I think we're coming to the rebel.
I was about to ask, but
element,
read my mind.
The rebel element of to it, which for me, when I hear that speaks to the thing of not coloring within the lines, daring to do something new,
out of the box,
thinking out of the box, being entrepreneurial, asking forgiveness instead of permission. Those are all characteristics we associate with the rebels. And there, I think it's important to create a culture and an environment where, first of all, I think where leaders role model that. I mean, it's a basic, but we so often forget that our behavior speaks so much louder than our words, and a big part of an organizational culture is created by the behavior of its leaders.
As a leader, I cannot impose a certain behavioral or way of behaving to my people, so I cannot oblige my people to become rebels. Neither can I oblige them to be happy.
Yeah, but you can create the circumstances and the context where that risk-taking is possible, where doing something new and innovative, even when you don't succeed, when you fail, is not punished, but is applauded. You absolutely can create that culture. And so how can we crack that issue?
Yes.
Again, there are a couple of things. I think, first of all, we need to ask ourselves, why is it that people want to work for your organization? Now, in the past, this may have been, you give me a stable job with a good paycheck, and you don't bother me all that much, beyond, just doing my work and that's it. What we see today, and definitely here with the younger generation, we also here at the school, is that people attach importance to different things. They attach importance to flexibility, but definitely they attach importance to what is the purpose of this organization, and does this organization do something which is worthwhile, which has impact, that I feel good about contributing to, because I contribute to something.
Giving meaning.
That is meaningful and that is doing something positive in the world.
Because I wonder if my skills needed would be in engineering world or in, say, artificial intelligence. I may have the good attitude, I may fit in your corporate culture, I may even be rebellious, but yet I know nothing about artificial intelligence.
For me, this is another ingredient. So when we talk about the different ingredients of solving, as much as possible this shortage, this talent issue that we have, one is related to purpose, meaning, doing something worthwhile, values. The other indeed is also related to being open to a diversity of talent indeed that may not yet have all the necessary skills, but that indeed you can take on board and that you can train. And so in that sense, yes, I support the phrase hire for attitude and train for skills.
So how do I translate this, all these efforts into social profitability, into tangible results, into economic growth, into profitability?
I think you would be hard-pressed to find any CEO who doesn't realize that employee engagement leads to high performance. working together differently from before. How do you do that, and how do you keep the same connectedness and the same engagement? I think is a challenge that will not go away post-pandemic, because some of the standards have been fundamentally reset. And in the war for talent, what we are and will be confronted with is that you will need to give people flexibility in organizing their work in a hybrid way, some of it face-to-face, some of it remotely, and that we provide that openness. And so that means that every single people leader will need to be able to deal with that. Indeed, managing a hybrid team and a hybrid workforce is something that we all need to learn.